Hello, I want to welcome you to this How to Start Meditating presentation. I'm really looking forward to sharing this information with you and getting started with meditations. A lot easier than you may think. There isn't any special equipment that you need or classes that you should be taking or anything that you need to buy in order to meditate. And it's just about thinking and being present. So while buying a book, a guided meditation audio recording, or an app for your smartphone are certainly options, you don't even have to do that to get started. Because I'm just going to share everything you need to know to get started meditating right here in this post. And really, you start the simplest way is just by getting and finding a comfortable position that's as free of distractions as possible. You want to sit down either on a chair with your feet firmly planted on the ground, sit cross-legged on the floor, or simply lie down. And if you sit on the floor, you'll be more comfortable if you sit on a cushion. And it's important that you can sit in whatever position that you choose comfortably and that you keep your back straight if you're sitting. Slumping may make you sleepy while you meditate, and bad posture may cause discomfort after a little while. And we all know what that's like because we all slump, especially when we're on the computer or we're on our phones. And the other thing to remember is that if you're listening to a guided meditation, it's possible that you do go to sleep. And if you are going to sleep, it means that your unconscious mind is still processing whatever's going on in that meditation. And so don't worry about it because it's going to be okay. And also, because we start to relax when we start to do meditation and our mind is relaxing and we're not used to it, often it's our signal to go to sleep. So when we first start meditating, we're concentrating on our breath. After a while, we relax and we go to sleep. So that's fine. Don't worry about it. The more you do it, the better. You get used to it, and so things start to shift and change for you. So before we actually start with the process, let's get back to distractions. In the beginning, you want to cut out as many of them as possible. You want to choose a nice quiet spot where no one will interrupt you. Maybe shut your door or put up a do not disturb sign. Turn off the ringer on your phone, close the blinds if you think it'll help to create that calm, soothing space. And sometimes I know even having to sit in the toilet is the best place to go because that's the only place you know you won't be disturbed and it is quiet. And so it doesn't matter where it is, as long as it's a place where you know there'll be no distractions when you first start off. So when when you're starting off, of course, it's about practicing. It's about just repeating the same steps over and over again, like learning how to walk. So you won't always have to go through all this trouble to meditate because you'll just be able to do it anytime, anywhere, when you start to realize how good your practice has been. And of course, it's going to be harder in the beginning because it's like anything that you're learning, like I said, learning to walk. We don't just get up and run, though I know some people do. But it sounds simple enough, but it is easy to get distracted. That's why it's important to set yourself up for success by cutting out as many distractions as you can in the beginning. So let's get started. So I want you to find that place and sit or lay down. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to focus on your breath. And the best way to do this is starting by taking 3 big breaths in and out. Breathing in, feeling that cool air as you're breathing in, taking as big a breath as you possibly can and then breathing it all out and feeling that warm air. And breathing in again and just breathing and just noticing how the air flows in and out of your nose, out through your mouth. Feeling that cool air as you're breathing in and the warm air as you're breathing out. And last big breath. Breathing in that cool air. Breathing in, and then breathing out that warm air. Out through your mouth or out through your nose. And the thing is to try and think of nothing else. And I know trying is setting yourself up for failure. But we're saying that because this is the hardest part and it's something that takes practice. So when you start to concentrate on your breath and really focus on feeling that cool air and feeling that warm air and feeling it fill up your lungs and go down into your abdomen, filling you up, and then breathing out, we're shifting and changing our whole physiology to relax. And that's the whole point, isn't it? That we meditate, that we put our body in a position where we can just concentrate on being present. And I want you to start off by meditating just for a few minutes here and there and increase the time as you move along. Don't judge yourself when your thoughts start to stray. Just keep bringing yourself back to your breath. And anytime you notice that you're thinking of something else, just bring yourself back to your breath. And that's the easiest way. And you can also imagine that there's a stream running past you, wherever you're sitting or lying, and that there's logs on that stream. So putting all those thoughts on the stream, on the logs, to be collected when you finish doing the practice or finish meditating. Because we all start to think, oh, I've got to do this phone call, I've got to pick the kids up, I've got to finish this work, I've got this, I've got that, I've got everything else that needs to be done that distracts us. And then we just take ourselves back to our breath, put all those thoughts and distractions on the log, knowing that we're going to collect them when we've finished. And that's the best thing, and that's all there is to it. So getting started with meditation is really simple, but like any new skill, it takes practice. So be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, stick with it and keep practicing these new meditation skills, and you'll be so glad that you did. And we'll be adding more and more meditations to our meditation app, and I'd love for you to join me as we set on this beautiful path of being connected to ourselves. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this recording.